You're listening to Gratitude Space Radio. Discover more at gratitudespace.com.
You know, in our constant rush from one thing to the next, have we kind of forgotten how to just see? Today, let's explore this simple but honestly really powerful idea. What actually happens when we're slow enough to notice the miracles that are hiding in plain sight. Okay, this quote from Chris Palmer, it just gets right to the heart of it all. Just think about that for a second. What if half of our happiness isn't something we have to chase down and capture? What if it's something we find just by stopping the chase? And just to be super clear, this isn't about some new productivity hack or a better way to manage your calendar. Nope. It's about something way, way deeper. It's about presence and discovering the gratitude that's actually been waiting there for us the whole time. This really reframes how we think about gratitude, doesn't it? It's not something we're going to find in the hustle or the speed or by constantly striving for the next thing. It's found right here, in the moment that is actually happening. It's like this undercurrent we can always tap into if we just give ourselves permission to slow down. Which, of course, leads to this huge paradox that I think we all feel. We're surrounded by all this amazing technology that promised to save us time, to make life easier, but does it really feel that way? The reality for so many of us is that we feel more rushed and more stretched than any generation that came before us. How did that happen? So if that feeling resonates with you, that constant low-level hum of just always being in a hurry, you need to know you are absolutely not alone. This is a shared story. And once we slow down, we start to see that this is a shared truth. I mean, take this thought from Daryl. He's got all this incredible creative ambition, this drive to do more, but he recognizes that fundamental need right underneath it all, the need to just chill. But what's really driving that relentless need to do? Well, Nani here points to another really critical piece of the puzzle, the why behind our rush. So much of it, it turns out, is tied to chasing validation from others, looking for fulfillment out there, instead of in here. And this isn't just an isolated thought. It's like an echo. Adam shares the exact same feeling word for word. And wow, that is such a powerful reminder of how universal this is. This deep connection between the chase for validation and that feeling of being unfulfilled. Sean brings in a little philosophy here, quoting Nietzsche. Haste is the enemy of depth. Man, that just brilliantly sums up the whole problem. We confuse moving with living, speed with progress. But a lot of the time, that speed is the very thing keeping us on the surface, preventing us from truly being. And Kurt brings his whole idea down to earth with a perfect everyday metaphor. Traffic. I mean, seriously, think about it. How often do you see someone weaving like a maniac through cars, only to end up at the exact same red light as you? It's a powerful symbol for our collective, and yeah, often pointless, hurry. And you know, there are real, actual costs to this constant busyness. As Rizma points out, true innovation, those big aha moments, they don't happen when our minds are cluttered and frantic. They require space. They demand a little bit of stillness. Nani comes back with a broader, more societal view. The pace of life just accelerated like crazy, but our sense of meaning, well, it didn't keep up. And that's the crucial point, isn't it? Progress in speed is not the same thing as progress in purpose. So if that's the problem, what's the solution? Well, it's not nearly as complicated as we might think. When you consciously choose to slow down, this powerful chain reaction starts. You don't just feel a little better, you actually reclaim these huge parts of yourself. You get your life back, you get your clarity back, you get your gratitude back. And this all comes back to that one core idea, presence. I just love this way of thinking about it. Presence isn't some mystical state you have to achieve. It's not loud, it's not demanding, it's just waiting, patiently, for you to stop running long enough to notice it's been right here the whole time. The shift in your perspective is just profound. When you're the one moving fast, it feels like the whole world is a blur flying by. But when you slow yourself down, you realize the world wasn't rushing. You were. And now you can finally see it. And what do you start to see? The small miracles. The ones that are always, always there, but are completely invisible at high speed. The actual taste of your morning coffee. The particular shade of the sky. A quiet moment of real connection with someone you care about. So, this is really the question we're left with. It's a personal one. If you were to give yourself permission to slow down, even for just a few moments today, what miracles, big or small, do you think might come into focus for you? Which brings us to a beautiful, simple conclusion. In our quest for self-improvement, we tend to treat gratitude like it's another task to achieve, another thing to check off our to-do list. But it's just not like that. It is not complicated at all. Its true nature is quiet, it's patient, and it's always available, just waiting for us right underneath all the noise and the rush of our daily lives. It shows up the very instant you give yourself permission to do one simple thing. Just breathe. That's it. That's where it all begins.
This is Gratitude Space Radio. Thanks for being here.
Share the love, listen on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
And explore more at gratitudespace.com.